Well, hello and welcome to this episode of Learn Everyday English, where we use words, phrases, and real life situations to help you learn and improve your English. Today we're in the studio once again, and we have another different video for you today. Today we're going to be talking about Christmas in the United States and how we celebrate that here in this country. And I'm sure you celebrate Christmas in many of the countries around the world, and you may have different types of celebrations. So you can see how Christmas compares here in the United States versus the country that you live in. So if you like these videos, 1, hit the like button, 2, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and tell your friends about it so that they can benefit. So without further ado, that means without waiting any longer, hey, let's get going. So I'm going to go over traditions that we have here in the United States regarding Christmas and different things that people do. So the first thing that people do that is very popular is they go out, they drive around, they get in their car, and they go to different neighborhoods or areas in the city and look at Christmas lights. So it is very popular that people put up, or we can say install, lights or hang lights or put up lights around their house, up on the roof, in the front of the house, around the windows. They sometimes have things in the front yard that have a Christmas theme, so with a lot of lights. So it's very popular to take the kids, get in the car, and drive around and look at the Christmas lights. We have some Christmas lights on my house, which I'll show you later in this video, and the neighbor, their house next door, they also have some Christmas lights. The second thing that is very popular to do as a tradition is what's called a Secret Santa gift exchange. Secret Santa gift exchange. So Santa Claus is the man that has the white beard. He's kind of fat. He wears a red suit. We call him Santa Claus. But this is a Santa gift exchange. So what this is, sometimes at your place of work or even at home among family members, every person that wants to participate in the gift exchange means like to give something to someone and they give something back to you in return or in exchange. And so everybody that wants to participate, they put their name, say, in a hat or in a bowl, and say, I pick a name, and the name of the person that's on my piece of paper, I need to buy that person a gift. And everybody picks a name, and then everybody has to buy a gift for that person. And then we meet on a certain day, and then everybody reveals, hey, I picked John. He's my Secret Santa, and I bought a gift for John. So you exchange gifts on that day. A lot of times with family, it will probably occur on Christmas Day. At work, it will probably be a day before Christmas, because here, all these stores and shops and offices are closed, usually on Christmas Eve, the day before Christmas, and Christmas Day. The third thing that a lot of people like to do is actually to go out and pick their own Christmas tree, or pick out or choose their own Christmas tree. So sometimes they can go to a tree farm, or sometimes they just go to a regular store which has live Christmas trees, and they pick out the tree, they put it on their top of their car, or maybe if they have a pickup truck, they bring the tree back home and then they decorate the tree. So that's a very popular thing people like to do. But sometimes, and we say nowadays, or right now in this current culture, a lot of people buy, we say, artificial Christmas trees, or artificial means it's not real or fake. So they buy artificial Christmas trees that they can use every year, or we say year after year. And right now, for the past 2 years, we use an artificial Christmas tree. We used to buy a live or real tree every year. But right now we just use an artificial tree, and we use a small tree, and we find we don't have to buy a tree every year and pay that money. And usually at the end of the Christmas season, the live tree becomes very dry, and it can sometimes become a fire hazard. We say in English, fire hazard. That means it is capable of maybe catching on fire. The fourth thing that people do sometimes is this may not be quite as popular, but they make gingerbread houses. Gingerbread is a type of food item. It's kind of a bread, but it's very hard, but they make houses out of gingerbread. And usually this is done for the kids, to entertain the kids, and they have something to do and something to make for Christmas. The sixth thing, and of course this is probably popular everywhere, is people buy gifts to give to family, friends, and loved ones for Christmas. And so everybody is out shopping. They're going to the store, they're going to the mall to buy gifts for their wives, their husbands, their children, their friends. Sometimes we say here in the States that Christmas has become commercialized, or too commercialized. That means the focus is too much on buying gifts and buying things for people rather than focusing on the real meaning of Christmas, which is a Christian tradition of celebrating the birth of Jesus. So things have changed over time, and we say Christmas has become commercialized. The seventh thing that people like to do is to send out Christmas cards, or sometimes we say greeting cards or Christmas cards. And you write say a note inside the card wishing somebody, hey, Merry Christmas, and you put that in the mail and send it to them. This was very popular when I was growing up, and it's still popular today, but not as many people send out Christmas cards, because one, you have to buy stamps to put on the cards, and two, it's easy to send something, say, through your email. You can have an email card, or you can use your phone and text or send a Christmas message. But still, people send Christmas cards. And probably the eighth and final thing that is very popular here and I'm sure everywhere is to just spend time with family. So a lot of times people will travel over the Christmas holiday. They will come from different parts of the country. They will drive or fly, maybe go to grandma's house, we say, grandmother or grandma, and the whole family or extended family will get together. And usually on Christmas Eve, everybody will meet and we'll watch TV. There are certain programs on TV. We'll drink certain types of drinks. One drink is called eggnog, and we'll eat certain types of food. And a lot of times on Christmas Eve, right around midnight, we'll exchange presents, or people will open their presents or open their gifts. Or sometimes we'll wait until Christmas morning, and everybody will get up and go sit around or near the Christmas tree, and they will open their presents. And then Christmas Day, there's usually a very big meal where there may be turkey and ham and cranberry sauce, and we say dressing, and maybe green beans and sweet potatoes, just mashed potatoes, pies, pumpkin pies, pecan pies, apple pies, sweets. So there's a lot of food, and especially on Christmas Day on the television, the men really like it because there are usually a lot of football games that they can watch. So that's overall, we say synopsis or overview of Christmas here in the United States. So I've made some video of things Christmassy, we say, here in our house, and like I said, the neighbor next door. So I'm going to show you video of the Christmas lights we have outside and the neighbor has outside. Also, I'm going to show you a video of the Christmas tree we have here inside the house, and also show you different things on tables inside the house. And also one thing that is very common that a lot of people do is they have what is called a manger scene or a nativity scene. A manger is a place in the country, say, where the animals live, but the manger represents the place where Jesus was born. The Bible says he was born in a manger with animals, and there were the 3 wise men that came to bring gifts to him. So a lot of people will have a small manger scene, we say, or nativity scene inside their house for Christmas. So I'll show you that. This is our house here from the outside. You can see people like to decorate their houses and put lights on the house. Call them Christmas lights. Here we have, see, a bird bath. We have lights, we say, draped on the bird bath. And then we also have lights on the front of the house in different colors. It's pretty common. And then in the window, you can see we have a Christmas tree. And this is our neighbor's house. As you can see, they have more lights on their house than we do. And they have lights, white lights, as you can see, along the roof of the house. And they also have some small lights in the front of the house. Okay, in the United States, most houses have a Christmas tree where they put lights on the tree and they put ornaments, we say, on the tree. And at usually the top of the tree, there is an angel. And you can see here, there's an angel at the top of the tree. And as we go down the tree, you can see there are round things on the tree, and these are called ornaments. And we also have strings of beads that are on the tree. Normally we have a live tree. We call it a live Christmas tree, which is a real tree that is cut from usually a tree farm. But for the past 2 years, we have just decided to use a smaller tree, and also it's an artificial tree, or sometimes people say a fake tree, which means it's not a real tree, but we usually say an artificial tree. So here we have a table in the entryway, and on this table we have some items that are related to Christmas. You can see we have some what we call Santa Claus figurines or figures. Some are made out of ceramic items or ceramic material. And here we have a Christmas tree. And here we have different figures or figurines of a religious nature, as you can see. Here we have figurines of Mary and Joseph and the baby Jesus. Here we have some figurines that are, I guess, of angels. Here we have what we call a manger scene or a nativity scene representing the three wise men who followed the star that led them to Bethlehem. Here's another different type of manger scene. Down below we have a Christmas tree, small one. Here we have another nativity scene. This is kind of a different type of, say, motif. These are made out of ceramic material or clay, kind of like indigenous people. And here is a more, what we call a traditional manger scene or nativity scene, where the people are inside what we call the manger. There are some animals, a cow and a horse, the three wise men, Mary and Joseph and baby Jesus. So I hope you liked this video, found it interesting, entertaining, and maybe educational. And use this video to practice your listening comprehension. If you need to, have this video will be on YouTube, and you can just turn on the subtitles so you can read along in English as you listen to the video, so use it to help with your listening comprehension. I am speaking at a fairly normal pace. I am not slowing down my speech that much in this video, so if you're intermediate or say high intermediate level, this will be a very good resource to use to practice your listening comprehension. So again, if you like this video, please hit the like button for this channel and subscribe. And that'll be it for today on this episode of Learn Everyday English. So until next time, we'll see you later, and goodbye.